Welcome back to Troubleshooter. We are going to go ahead and check out the newest mission. Level 52 mission. It's down here. Gold Hand River Park. Super hard. Okay. Got all team members going. Throw some potions on there. You just give some regeneration potions out. Not vigor. Give her a regeneration potion. Alright. We'll go with this. Let's make sure that... Well, hopefully this will be pretty good. Let's give... our major tanks the healing potions, rather. Alright. Let's commence. Gold Hand River Park. So there's 3 achievements for this. One is for rescuing all of the civilians. One is for beating the mission on hard or better. All of your achievements usually have to be hard or better. I think I have it on cruel. I might have to tone it back down to hard. But then you have another enemy that's going to be revealed in this mission that you can beat as well. That will give you an achievement. Overlapping coincidence. Another phrase for destiny. I wonder if that's what Alyssa is writing in her diary. If that's the overlapping coincidence, another phrase for destiny. I don't know, but we shall see here. Just about loaded. Gold Hand River Park. I probably should have taken a little bit of time. If I fail this mission, I'll go back and I may go back and just make sure I get full healing potions for everybody. It's a pretty common mistake, I think, to not include healing potions. Regeneration is nice, but sometimes you just need that flat out HP hit to keep somebody alive. Plus, regeneration doesn't stack, so healing potions do stack. If I have a healing potion, I give a person a healing potion, and they take a healing potion, it will double up. But if I have regeneration and they have regeneration, we can't double up the effect. That's a problem. Industrial General Hospital. Decision. Giselle. I'm deeply ashamed of myself, Giselle. I have a huge burden to this team. Had been seriously injured in Ben Schneider's attack. He returned to his duty soon after recovering from his injuries. After his return, he was seriously injured again during a mission. With all the things I've gone through the day, I thought I'd be lucky get back to work quickly. As it turned out, it wasn't. I was too tight to pay the interest on the loan I got into recently, so I was craving for that on-site allowance. Oh, so you, for the first time, knew about this? What cast more of a shadow on Giselle's mind than his current injury was the note from the general hospital regarding his condition. Frozen blood. You must have seen the note. Details of the medical checkup due to a business accident are notified to the company immediately. So that's the case. It's quite a hard time how to tell you this, but I guess I guess all of that became quite useless now. Huh. I didn't mean to hide it. Actually, I wasn't fully knowledgeable about my physical condition. Due to rehabilitation, I have had a chance to use ESP before the return. I hadn't had a chance. I found out later that when I use ESP at the site, my hands start to feel numb and cold. I began to forget things that I usually don't. I grew more lethargic and tired than before. I figured it was just because I rested for too long. At the time I figured out the same systems occur every single time I use the ESP, that's when I finally realized I can't neglect it anymore. Search everywhere to get information just in case, and found out that it was an acute blood circulation disorder caused by frozen blood. I know that every time I had to get a medical checkup, I was just burying my head in the sand since it was hard for me to accept the reality. But I have to acknowledge my condition if I get a checkup and it does not come out. When you leave the hospital, switch your duty with Kate. You'll be on desk duty for a while. There's no need for a desk duty person in our team. Now you're willing to make an exception just for me? It's my fault for not being able to fully check on your condition. No, this is all because I overdid it today. What he could do in front of a powerful enemy he could not deal with to buy time until allied troops could deal with it arrived. However, his last resort in the face of the overwhelming powerful enemy was useless. When you return, the company will provide you with the cost of the anti-fluid you'll need to return to work. Hey, even if you don't use ESP anymore, Team 9 needs you. After Giselle's words, he closed his eyes and says nothing for a while. Giselle. I'm sorry. I'll stop here. That day, when his big hand grabbed my head, the only thing I could think of was my son and my wife. I was not that bad for my family, but I felt regretful for no reason at that moment, and I was sorry for them. I was able to use ESP to subdue criminals during today's mission, but I was afraid at that moment. If I can see my son's smiling face tomorrow, what if I can see would I ever be able to soothe my wife's anger or result from the trivial quarrel between us that took place in the morning? Due to the nature of the job as troubleshooter, death was nothing special for them. Our fear of death has forced many troubleshooters to step down from the front line. Is that your final decision? Yes. You've done well, no doubt about it. I really enjoyed my days at Team 9 with you. Hey, wake up. Time for you to get to work. It's Monday morning. Who's there? Thanks a lot for giving me more than a typical Monday morning. Giselle Walensee, please wake the hell up. Oh, it's you, Jane. Wake up and wash yourself quickly. Let's have breakfast. Oh, is it you who's cooking? Enough of the claptrap. Just wake up quick. We could go in Jane's home. So this is how you live. What do you want to complain about from the beginning of the day? Giselle visited Jane's home with a strong smell of alcohol in the late evening. Jane, surprised by Giselle's announced visit and her tiny look, let her into her house that same night. Who'd you drink with? Oh, just mind your business. Consider your situation. What if you become a target? That would be time for a policewoman to protect me, right, Inspector Jane? Giselle looks at Jane's breakfast menu. A piece of day-old bread, a cup of milk, a bowl of cereal, and some tangerines. Don't tell me your breakfast is like this every day. By the way, no cup of prairie oyster for a friend who's drunk to death? Jane's far too much. Oh, you don't know how to be thankful as always. A friend who spent the youth together. 12-year-old Geb. They kept in touch, but it was difficult to see each other once or twice a year because they live in different residential areas. But after Giselle moved to the Windwall district, the two of us spent time together. You still trying to track him alone? Well, depending on the situation, I can do that all by myself. Frankly speaking, it's kind of impossible to rest him alone. Oh, right. That's the very reason I said I need help from the police. How about you talk turkey with Albus and ask for help? Let's just stop talking about it for now. Don't you want to argue with me from the beginning of the day, do you? If you're confident, then don't let me worry like you did yesterday. It's ridiculous to think that he who chased after your bite. It's ridiculous to think that he who is chased after by you would not do any harm when you are drunk and staggering across the road. Thank you for caring about me, Jane. How come you have a dream team like Wolfgar and around you, yet you don't have to ask them for help? Don't tell me it's because of the behavior Albus showed during his time as an apprentice troubleshooter. Enough of that. Enough with the nonsense provocation, Inspector. And if you want to hear something that's big for me, don't you think you should have prepared a heartier breakfast? Looking at you joking like this made me think at least you're not crazy for revenge and blinded yourself. Jane couldn't forget the day when Giselle suddenly stormed in her office and asked for police support. What are you talking about? I threw away all my career for revenge, can't you see? The career you had absolutely no interest in. Look who's talking. So when are you going to take action? I don't plan to this time, for they will show up on their own. Are you sure about that? Because they're ones who hid themselves as tight as they could during last year on this planet. Well, we want to know their location roughly, and we also want to have good bait for them to take. They'll run for it as soon as it shows up in front of their eyes. What if the little ones get caught and the big ones become harder to track? Don't worry. They won't give up. They would have left much earlier if they were going to. Strange coincidence. The case of this place is uploaded in the VH control panel. It's Wolfgar Company. Wolfgar? A troubleshooter company that engaged in battle here a few days ago. Oh, the ones that came and fought us for the trouble Renzi had made. Don't be too harsh on Renzi. He acted according to the manual. You say so, I know what Renzi is like. I heard they had some conflict with your department lately. Yeah, but it's also a company where a noble lady holds the key to the artwork retrieval entered. The noble lady goes around the so-called White Lion? Yeah. It's way too facetious to be called a coincidence. Frankly speaking, that's what I think too. But if you look back at the past year, it can be referred to as the #1 troubleshooters in this area, so I think it's a natural result. Maybe, but if you judge every situation as a coincidence, it tends to cloud rational judgment. Wait, tell me about the details of the case uploaded to the mission control panel. Crab mitts suppression. Crab mitts? It seems that some crab mitts have entered the Ashen River. Are those beats the TV's been telling us to be a little careful with lately? Yes, it seems recently the residents who found the crab mitts at the river reported it. So it's not about suppressing us. Let the staff leave early and tell those who work overtime to keep their nose clean. Hanson, just a sec. Someone might be aware of the fact that we have access to the VHP mission control panel. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the possibility of the VHPD mission control panel case being total bullshit and they're actually mobilized to suppress us. Moreover, the troubleshooter company in charge of the case has been after us. Wait, how much time does it take them for them to arrive here? 30 minutes. 30 minutes. We've engaged with troubleshooters here already, so moving to another base is an eventual must. In the Crow's Ruin, there is an underground bunker taken over from the Dusk mercenaries. Where are those black skull heads? We're going to use it as their training center? Yes. With the increasing activity of the troubleshooters in the Windwall area, I think it's a good choice to move to that side for the time being. If we were to move there, we'd be living together for a while. Good. Those who don't like it may just be able to take care of themselves. The company can't take care of each and every individual life. Well, we'll have to get everyone to work here. So, no, Hanson. We have to use this opportunity wisely. Well, I'm sorry for those preparing to go home, but today everyone's working overtime. Gather everyone here in 30 minutes. Alright, sir. What are you going to do? I want to see the capabilities of the guys who put you through a hard time. And it's the company that those noble ladies are in, so there's a high chance to meet them face to face. Does that mean you're actually helping out in person? I just wanted to give a clear check to this artificial situation. You haven't changed. So now I understand why he's willing to rebel against Ben. Overlap? Coincidence. So let's start searching the river along recorded crab nets. There's a wide range of searches to be done, so let's do it in pairs with the partner preference, maintaining a moderate spacing. Huh? I can't believe El was letting everyone form their own team. Albus, he must have something going on in his mind. What happened with Ray? Albus style consideration it is? Foolish as always. This is nothing better than last time. I guess it is all about me and Ray after all. It would be much better to team up as usual. In a way, it could be called talent, being so thoughtful. Silence strikes as Albus finishes his words. Did I say something wrong? Thought of an improvement plan for not being able to consider the situation of the team members as a leader in the team formation of the last Credits and Mission. After such consideration, he made them choose a partner themselves on a mission that was relatively not a big deal. Okay, boss. Sion's bright shouts breaks us out. Alright, Albus, leave it to me. Albus didn't understand the reaction of the team members suddenly relapsing into silence, but he knew Sion is the one who got the original atmosphere back. If work in pairs, then there's going to be one left over. What are we going to do about that? I'll be in the bridge in the middle area. I'll join you as soon as the crab mints are located. Alright, who's with me? Kylie takes a glance at all the team members. Then she meets with Ray, but Ray avoids Kylie's eyes. I'll go. Ray, come here quick. Yes? You're a team for me for a while, remember? Bianca, you want to start? Okay. I don't want to go in the water, so let's start from the outside. Anne, are you willing to team with me? Anne, you're with me. Sion, he's fond of hazing that much, so look at how he rejects me. And that much, okay. I'll be with Layton. A team with a fire user and ice user? I think that's quite a bad idea. Okay, everything's well set. Let's start split up and start searching for the crab nets. Please evacuate the citizens in the site and park as much as possible. Sion, were you desperate not to team with Layton? What are you talking about? I just wanted to team up with you. Liar, it's so obvious. Thank you for choosing me. Well, until your thoughts are sorted out, yes, I'll try to face myself earnestly. Thought Ray would be fine soon, but it's taking longer than I thought. Is your vacation soon coming to an end? It's still the case that you and I both can't escape the bond of destiny. Dimitri attained Ramjas artwork, really? What do you say this weekend to Dimitri's atelier? Of course. Where do you get your troubleshooter field training, Layton? Why? I was thinking the right place in the field training lately. You're not getting field training in Wolfgar? I was going to, but now I'm considering every possibility. I wonder what the silence is all about. I thought everyone would be happy about the free team formation. By the way, where are the crab mitts? I saw Wolfgar a moment ago. What? Really? Brother's a fan. I should let him know. Hey, I think it's already too late. The troubleshooter shouldn't approach the site. There's no police. It's not completely under control. The merchants haven't been evacuated yet. So why would one or two be any different? Perfect example of safety ignorance. Troubleshooters are suffering because of guys like you. Wolfgar will save me when the worst comes. Pesters like you are the ones who would definitely complain about arriving late when rescued. I don't care. Troubleshooters are run with my taxes, which that should be like troubleshooters get paid with my taxes. Of course they don't. Of course they have to rescue civilians first. Most of this has been pretty good. Some of it's been like kind of, choppy or hard to understand, but let's see. Sir, the mobilized troubleshooters are scattering along the river parks. What a terrific situation. We'll encircle the park, knock the troubleshooters down one by one. I appreciate all your overtime work. We'll focus on the objective of our department. But as I always say, safety is the utmost priority. Take off your mask and clothes and run away through the civilians when you think you're going to get arrested. No worries, sir. I have confidence in running away. Time to get the overtime pay. Let's work hard and get a good rest. I have actually no interest in overtime pay. Let me go home, sir. I feel the same. Making us do overtime work just before we go home is so unfair. You bastards, you're rotten to the core. If you don't do it right, you're going to get in trouble with me, physically. Company using violence? What decade do you think this is? I'm totally against violence. I'm against violence, too. Samson's going to be with us in person. I always say this, but I don't care. I always say this, but I don't care a shit about your achievement on ordinary days. It should be like, I don't give a shit about your achievement on ordinary days. When your superiors are watching, you do your best and don't screw up. Those guys are dangerous with Way. Way is kind of dangerous himself. Huh, that bastard again? Fool! We'll get caught. The guy's looking here too. Drifter clowns. Was a crab mission a trap? Send an emergency text. Drifter clowns located on site. Plan group movement detected. The possibility of us being surrounded exists. Please gather together as your top priority and handle any unexpected situations at your discretion. Scion? Yeah, I saw it too. Those cowardly villains attacking us when all our members are scattered. So it's cowardly unless we go head to head? Giselle. Unexpected. Very interesting. Did you lure them out? Today it's just a coincidence. Let's just stay sharp and join other members as soon as possible. Time for you to make your favorite memories. Yeah, what a great present for vacation coming to an end. It's all because of us, probably? They'll come at us a lot. Let's buy as much time as we can. It'd be better to join with other members near us, as Alva said. I know. Please bear with me today. Alright, just stay close to me. Okay, I'll not stay away from you. You have my word. Do what I want. Okay, I'm going to stop the video for here, for now. I hope you've enjoyed it, and you have a good rest of your day.